development of the genital system. Now, development of genital system is a very complicated processing. So, let us start one by one. Come to this. This is your the position. This is your gastrointestinal tract. Okay, this is your the body wall, umbilicus, through which the midgut lobe and anal trans goes out. This is the dorsal mesentery holding the GI tract in position, and this is the space behind the GI tract and the posterior abdominal wall, which is occupied by these ridges. This is the mesonephric ridge, and medial side of it, this is the genital ridge where the gonad is going to be developed. So, this part is the mesonephric part, that is the lateral part from which the urinary system will develop. This is the intermediate mesoderm, and this part, the medial part, the part of the medial part that will be occupied by the genital ridge that goes to form the gonad. Okay, and here is the formation of the mesonephric duct. Okay, so that is the position. Now, if we take the cut section in this position, what is how this the picture will be coming like this. This is the dorsal mesentery which is holding the hindgut. This is the medial ridge, this is the lateral ridge, and this is how the form. This is the dorsal aorta supplying the formating glomerulus that is taking place from the mesonephric duct. We know the mesonephros tried to futile attempt for the development of the urinary system. The glomerulus formation is one of that. So, that is by the mesonephric system, mesonephric tubules. And this is the medial part which is to be called as the genital ridge where the gonad will be developed. The genital, this is a coelomic epithelium that will proliferate and forming these cord-like structures. So, this is the first generation of the cortical cord-like structure within the genital ridge. This is the dorsal mesentery. This picture is a second week picture. Now, coming over here, this is the picture in the view of this. This is the Yolk sac. This is the gut tube. This is the developing heart. This is the neural tube. Now, near the hindgut, this is the allantois. By the side of the allantois, the primordial germ cells are present from where we will see the development of the gonads takes place. Now, where from these primordial germ cells comes? In the second week, these primordial germ cells are coming from epiblast cells and deposited in the safe hand of the dorsal mesentery in the Yolk sac near the allantois. So, this is the primordial germ cells, and till third week, this epiblastic cell, this is primordial germ cell, will not migrate and reach to the genital ridge, and till then it is in the safe hands of this dorsal mesentery on the wall of the Yolk sac. So, that is the holding. Now, we will take a picture of this. This is your hindgut, the form. This is allantois, this is a cloaca, this is the mesentery holding the hindgut. Now, this is the migration starts from the Yolk sac, dorsal mesentery holding the hindgut from the wall of the Yolk sac and migrates towards the genital ridge. So, this is the genital ridge and this is the mesonephros. This is the developing neural tube in this position. Coming to third week, we take this cut section. We will see the migration of the primordial germ cell starts from the wall of the Yolk sac. This is the hindgut. This is the wall of the Yolk sac. From here the migration takes place. The amoeboid membrane, by which membrane? By the chemical chemotaxis. This is the traction, this is by which it will go, and this primordial germ cells will deposited into this cortical cord-like structure. These are called this developing gonad. This is those cord cells. So, the cord cell is formed from where? This is a coelomic epithelium where the primordial germ cell will get deposited. That is in the third week. So, third week onwards, since 1 to 6 weeks, this is being completed. By 7th week, the determination of the gonad will be there. Before that hand, it is an indifferent gonad. Now, we will take the cross section of this. So, we see the migration. This is primordial germ cells migrate over in 6th week. So, migration occurs and they get deposited on the primitive sex cord cells. Now, where from this primitive sex cord cells comes? The primitive sex cord cell coming from this is a coelomic epithelium. This coelomic epithelium gives rise to the formation of this cord-like structure, and there is a primitive sex cord cells will be forming. Now, in case of male, the primitive sex cord is only single time, that is forming the medullary cord cells. But in case of females, this is their medullary will not be developing. So, what happens? Again the cord cells will be formed as a secondary cord cell, and which is forming the cortical stump. So, this is the main picture where we will see the gonad will be developing under influence of genes. We will see afterwards the male will be developed, and in absence of that the females will be developed. So this is the place where the gonad is going to be formed. Okay.